Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the AR-15 is
Speak English.
obsolete. Okay, hold on, man. Before you crucify me,
You smoking my shit?
I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible. It dawned on me. And I have this piece of paper. You're like, why does he have a piece of paper? There's a few points I have and I can't remember. And I found this journal. This must have been stowed away somewhere years, because who writes anyways, right? Who writes, right? I went to a gun store a few years ago, and I've had it in the back of my head. I just never said anything. I just looked around. People subconsciously know this, but they're not fully aware. Right. Sorry I spit. So many options to buy. And I'm talking about, when I say AR-15, I mean this thing. That thing. It's not a Gucci AR. It is one of my favorite ARs, though. The model RF-15 from Radical Firearms, chambered in 223-556. And I'm carrying some of these in there. Some hollow tip. I don't know if you can tell. But anyway, when this weapon was made back in the 60s, that's when it probably came out, in the 60s, but it was under development. You know, maybe somewhere around the 50s. I don't know the whole exact years. Eugene Stoner invented this. And he was under pressure by the United States government. They needed something that was lighter and carried more ammo than the 308 or a 30-06, which I'm getting to. This rifle was made also out of plastics because of the environment they were going to be in was in the jungles. Which if you look at stories and testimonies, they hated this rifle. Not this is AR. They had some, the M16 and the AR-10 or whatever. They use these in adverse weather. In the most, I don't want to say dirtiest, because you're out in the jungle. It's just so full of elements, rain. It can turn your gun, it can rust out your gun, dirt, all kinds of stuff. We're not in a war. Most self-defense scenarios, and I got this from the FBI stats, most self-defense altercations occur within 7 to 10 yards, and only about 6 shots are fired. You won't never need one of these in self-defense. Mind you, I said self-defense. Keep that in mind. And then you're like, well, what if I need it for home defense? You know, pull it out of my truck. I don't know if it works that way. You're just going to casually, nonchalantly pull it out and begin to defend yourself. Self-defense situations happen very, very instantly, man. You're not going to have much time to react, let alone walk to your vehicle and extract one of these things out of there. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just, under pressure like that, man, it's almost better to just run away. Another thing. 223s travel at around, I don't know, 28 feet per second at 50 yards. That's 985 foot-pounds of energy. Right? See, I also have these. Not very recommended. But I also have these. 69 grain. That's what I have in the mag right now. Hollow tips. Sierra Match Kings, right? 16-inch barrel, collapsible stock, and FBI says you're going to shoot within 7 to 10 feet, right? this wasn't built for that short of a distance. I'm not saying it's not gonna put somebody down. I'm just saying one of these 9mm 6-hour and 124 grain jacketed hollow point. These are pretty stout. 223, unless you're a mass shooter, you're worried about the person behind, right? 9mm, once it expands, it's not gonna have much energy if it does come out. I'm just saying. How much of a threat is someone if they have, would you bet your life on this? It's a very capable round. I'm just saying. There are pistol ARs. There's much more shorter barrels where you can actually wield it. And it's like a sword. It's like the Vikings, right? Whenever they actually had to whip out their sword, they only swung it about 2 or 3 times before they actually killed somebody. They didn't stay there and fight like 10 minutes like they do in the movies. It was pretty rather quick. And you're within 10 feet. Who's gonna whip out their weapon faster? The guy with the rifle or the guy with a, I don't know, Glock 17, Glock 19X, Glock 43X, whatever. And in short distance, I don't see myself ever using an AR, ever. And if I do need an AR, and I'm in trouble, I don't see a reason to even own a full 16-inch barrel. Even depends what you're using it for, but you're not going to use that in a self-defense situation. Why would you use that if you have a pistol? I just don't see myself using an AR-15 rifle. I'm not going to hunt with it. You know what I'm going to hunt with? One of these bad boys. 30-06 soft point. Man, that thing will punch you right in the face. That's a real man's rifle. Get you a little bolt action or whatever you want. 308 and up. If you need an AR-15 and 223, get you a 308. I'm telling you, you're not gonna penetrate no body armor with this. Man, technology has advanced so much, man. It's made these bullets obsolete. I had that in mind. I'm like, man, it's pretty heavy. Well, it's not heavy, right? But it's heavier than this next rifle. And before I show it to you, I got it chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. That's 165 grain jacketed hollow point from 6 Hour out of a carbine. This thing right here. What is this? Kel-Tec Sub 2K chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. It's empty. There's nothing in there. YouTube guidelines. And I put that sight on there. I put that thing on there. Single point sling. And this is more controllable. It's a flat shooter. Within 50 yards, I could probably do about as much damage to a soft target as that 223. Dead is dead. If I have to pull out an AR-15, I could use this with no problem. That's for another video. We're gonna talk. Right now, I'm just saying, with so many options, people are more aware of the capabilities of short, like pocket rocket guns, 2-inch barrel, put somebody down like that. You don't even need an AR unless you got it in a bigger caliber. I don't see it. Now, AR rifle, not AR pistol. AR pistols are still capable. You lose velocity for self-defense. I keep going back. FBI says 7 to 10 yards is self-defense. Now, if you in a special situation where you're 20, 30 yards, man, somebody must really want you dead. But I don't see it happening. AR-15 is not useless. You can still kill, but it's like a musket. A flintlock pistol, sure, you can kill somebody with it, but it is obsolete when there's better choices. I'm just saying. Last note, try to make this as short as possible. This is a very never-ending topic. If you do need it to combat tyranny in any form or fashion, I don't know who you're gonna fight with that. Because if you need that, you're already lost. Get you something that shoots this. This is more capable. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was my take. For me, AR-15s are obsolete. Leave your comments below and tell me how you feel and what you think. And where I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong on a lot of things. And there may have been a few other points that I didn't get to. I'm just trying to keep this short. But I thank you. I appreciate you for coming along. And let me know what you think.